Did you know that over 40% of people worldwide claim to have experienced a ghostly encounter? What if these encounters weren't just stories but glimpses into something much more mysterious and otherworldly? Today we're uncovering 10 haunting mythological ghosts from around the globe. Are you ready to face the unknown? Skeptics argue that ghost stories are just tricks of the mind, a mix of superstition, fear, and coincidence. And sure, some hauntings can be explained by natural phenomena or psychological factors. But what about the tales that persist across centuries, defying rational explanations? These stories have survived because they resonate deeply, often revealing as much about human nature as they do about the supernatural. Now, let's travel across the globe and dive into the eerie and mysterious world of 10 of the most chilling ghost stories, each from a different part of the world. These stories have been passed down through generations, capturing the fears, customs, and beliefs of their cultures. From vengeful spirits to tragic figures seeking redemption, each ghost represents something deeper about life, death, and the human experience. 1. Oiwa, Japan. In Japan, there's a story that embodies the deep cultural values of loyalty, love, and betrayal. Oiwa was a beautiful woman married to a man named Imon. But Imon wasn't a faithful husband. In a cruel act, he poisoned Oiwa to marry someone else. Oiwa's spirit didn't fade away. It transformed into a vengeful ghost seeking justice. Her twisted face, disfigured by the poison, is said to haunt kabuki theaters. To this day, actors performing Oiwa's tale must pay respects to avoid invoking her wrath. Oiwa's ghost teaches us about the destructive power of betrayal and the way unresolved emotions can linger beyond death. Her rage isn't just a thirst for revenge, it's a cry for justice, sending shivers down the spine of anyone who hears her story. 2. The Green Lady of Scotland. In the misty landscapes of Scotland, there's a ghostly apparition known as the Green Lady. Found in the ancient ruins of Fyvie Castle, her haunting presence has been reported for centuries. The tale goes that the Green Lady is the spirit of a woman whose life was tragically cut short. She was once the lady of the castle, betrayed by her lover, and her spirit now roams the halls. Often seen dressed in green, she's believed to be the spirit of lost love, longing for the justice she never received. The castle grounds are said to be cursed, with her ghost serving as a warning to anyone who enters. Her story symbolizes the haunting effects of unresolved grief, betrayal, and love that cannot move on. 3. La Llorona, Latin America. Known as the Weeping Woman, La Llorona is a tragic figure whose story resonates throughout Latin America. She's said to be the ghost of a mother who, in a fit of rage and despair, drowned her children. Overcome with guilt, La Llorona now wanders rivers and lakes, endlessly searching for her lost children, crying out, "Mis hijos!" Her ghostly wails are said to chill the night air. La Llorona's story reflects the consequences of unchecked anger and the irreparable damage from momentary lapses in judgment. It's also a tale of mourning and the eternal search for forgiveness. Her figure serves as a tragic reminder of the weight of guilt and the need for redemption. 4. Lady in White, Europe. Across Europe, the image of a woman in white is a common ghostly figure. These women are often tied to stories of betrayal, heartbreak, and unresolved matters. In the Czech Republic, the White Lady of Perstein Castle appears before death strikes a family member. Her presence isn't just a warning, it's an act of mourning, representing the deep love she had in life and the unfinished business that ties her to the living world. The Lady in White symbolizes loyalty, love, and the need for closure, even beyond death. Her story resonates across borders, bringing with it a timeless tale of love and loss. 5. Mae Nak, Thailand. Mae Nak is a tragic figure in Thai folklore. This ghost story blends love with horror. Mae Nak's story begins with her death during childbirth while her husband was away at war. Unbeknownst to him, she rose from the dead, and when he returned, he found her waiting for him, as if nothing had happened. It wasn't until the villagers revealed her death that her husband discovered the horrifying truth. Mae Nak's love for her husband was so powerful that even death couldn't keep her away from him. Her story mixes love with terror, making it one of Thailand's most famous ghost stories. Mae Nak's ghost shows how love can transcend life and death, but it also reminds us of the fine line between devotion and obsession. 6. The Duppy, Caribbean. In Caribbean folklore, Duppies are restless spirits of the dead, appearing to signal that something is amiss. One famous Duppy, the rolling calf, is a terrifying ghost with fiery eyes and the ability to guard hidden treasures. These spirits can be both vengeful and protective, The tale of the rolling calf teaches about the dangers of greed, as anyone who tries to steal its treasure is doomed to face the Duppy's wrath. Duppies embody the balance between the living and the dead, showing that respect for ancestors can prevent misfortune and chaos. They reflect cultural values of reverence for the past and the dangers of dishonesty. 7. The Banshee, Ireland. The Banshee is one of the most iconic figures in Irish folklore. Known for her mournful wail, the Banshee is believed to be a harbinger of death. She doesn't cause death, but her cry is said to precede the passing of a family member. While the Banshee's wail is a chilling sound, there's also a sense of compassion behind it. She mourns the end of life, signaling the deep connection between family and death in Irish culture. The Banshee's presence reminds us that life and death are intertwined, and her cries serve as a reminder that every life deserves to be remembered. 8. The Pontianak, Southeast Asia. From Malaysia and Indonesia comes the Pontianak, a vengeful spirit said to appear as a beautiful woman seeking revenge for her untimely death during childbirth. Her story speaks to cultural fears of betrayal and injustice. The Pontianak preys on men, her beauty masking the anger and pain she feels. Her haunting is marked by the smell of rotting flowers, signaling her presence. The Pontianak's tale highlights the importance of respect for women, the balance between life and death, and the need for reconciliation for unresolved grievances. 9. The Noppera-bō, Japan. The Noppera-bō, or faceless ghost, is one of Japan's most eerie figures. These spirits appear as ordinary people before revealing their smooth, featureless faces. The Nopperabo is often a warning rather than a malevolent force, appearing to those who stray from the moral path. Their facelessness symbolizes the dangers of losing one's identity and self-awareness. Their story challenges us to confront ourselves and maintain integrity, proving that the most chilling encounters are those with our inner demons. 10. The Headless Horseman, Europe. One of the most famous ghost stories in European folklore is the tale of the Headless Horseman. This ghostly figure is said to be the spirit of a soldier who was decapitated during battle, and now he rides the countryside searching for his missing head. Often depicted riding a black horse with a pumpkin or a severed head in his hand, the Headless Horseman is a chilling figure. His appearance signals danger and forewarns of an impending death. The Headless Horseman embodies the fear of mortality and the consequences of violence, but his tale also serves as a warning about unresolved business and the consequences of violent actions. His presence serves as a reminder of the cost of war and the trauma it leaves behind. From Japan to Ireland, Thailand to the Caribbean, ghost stories reveal universal themes of love, loss, and the mysteries of life and death. These spirits, vengeful, protective, or sorrowful, remind us of our shared humanity and the cultural richness of our world. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, there's no denying the enduring fascination of these tales. What do you think? Have you ever encountered a ghostly presence or heard a chilling tale from your culture? Share your stories in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey through the supernatural, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Mythology Compendium to support the channel and explore more incredible myths from around the world. Thanks for watching and stay curious.